Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Is a monster matchup, Jude Bellingham.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence and great technique.
Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Akanji forwards and with intent. Dumfries is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well timed, excellent interception. McTominay. Anguissa. Now it's Lang. Anguissa. That's good play. De Bruyne. Mkhitaryan wins the duel this time.
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Produces a cross. He's overhit it, and it's out of play. Anguissa. De Bruyne. Moved on forwards. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Anguissa. Oh, that's a nice ball. Over to the left. Hangs one in. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Calhanoglu. Bastoni. Acerbi. Calhanoglu. That's really well manoeuvred. Thuram played out to the left flank. Ramani clears it away. De Bruyne. Akanji makes the interception. Mkhitaryan. Akanji. Barella. Thuram. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez. He's in a great... Thuram! Thuram is flagged offside. Bastoni. Akanji. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's played in here. And he's there to clear it. Can he deliver? Ball's gone out of play. Mkhitaryan. Anguissa. Çalhanoğlu with the slide tackle there. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Thuram. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the finish! Martinez hits it! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Zambo Anguissa. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barella. And it's played forward. And it's Barella. Out to the left it goes. And here's Thuram. Thuram. DiMarco. And across it goes. Barella. It's Mkhitaryan! Politano. Di Lorenzo. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Aim forwards. Politano. Now it's De Bruyne. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
McTominay. McTominay has got himself a free kick. It's really well cleared. Tries a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Çalhanoğlu shifted upfield, and he's lost his man here. Thuram, gently done. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Martinez really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
The changes then in quick succession. De Bruyne. Di Lorenzo forwards and with intent. Plays it through. He's in plenty of space here. Acerbi with the clearance. Oh, no question, that's a foul. DiMarco, that's a delicate pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mkhitaryan knocks it out wide. DiMarco goes for a shot! He wasn't that far away.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aim forwards. Martinez. The less said about that pass, the better. Elmas. De Bruyne. Akanji. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Çalhanoğlu. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.